Seen awkwardly dancing in the doorway of the residence. The behavior.
Yeah, well, I guess, and also thank you for asking, because not many people have asked if I'm okay, but it's a very real thing to be going through behind the scenes.
Some awkward moments fade away. Meghan Markle's just keep getting more unforgettable and much more embarrassing. It all begins with this moment.
Meghan Markle had a rare fashion blunder when a label was spotted hanging out of her designer dress as she arrived in Tonga today. The Duchess looked stunning in a red dress after a mid-air outfit change before meeting royalty on the Pacific Island nation this morning. She wore a self-portrait dress, blue stilettos and a black clutch bag, but fans noticed a stray tag hanging from the hem. Now, we've all fallen victim to a rogue label every now and then, and it's nice to know the Duchess is human.
In an attempt to show just how royal she believed she looked, Meghan stepped out in a striking bright red dress on day 10 of her tour. In her mind, the look was flawless, polished, and completely untouchable. But that confidence quickly unraveled when eagle-eyed critics noticed something shocking for someone trying to project a regal image. The price tag was still attached. Suddenly, all eyes shifted from the dress to the mistake. What was the idea behind it? It almost seemed as if she wanted everyone to see how expensive the outfit was, as though removing the tag would erase the proof. Embarrassment number 1.
For military parade that Meghan led. You would think that her being cut out of the Heart of Invictus documentary on Netflix would humble her and show her that she's supposed to be there for a cause and not to prance around in inappropriate outfits for the event. But nope, here she is leading a military parade while she wears a romper and slip-ons. I'm sorry, but did she serve? What's her rank? Oh right, the only thing she served was a shit-talking session to Netflix about the family that made her relevant to even be talked about right now. You can also hear that the crowd seems less than amused with the scattered claps and Meghan looking out of place during the parade. First of all, that is not the outfit to parade around in. It's cute for a picnic, but for a military parade? I mean, you're just asking to get dragged at this point. The veterans didn't clap for it and it looked like it came out of nowhere, as if she ran to the front without.
For the Invictus Games Veterans Parade, Meghan appeared in what looked like a beige linen romper, paired with an oversized blazer and casual slip-on sandals, a look that immediately left many people stunned. Critics quickly labeled the outfit grotesquely inappropriate, pointing out that the event was meant to honor wounded soldiers, not showcase influencer-style fashion. The shorts, bare legs, and floppy sandals looked more suited to a relaxed summer stroll than a formal ceremony. Some even joked that her knees looked overworked, saying the outfit might have worked for brunch, but not while leading veterans in formation.
What the heck? I can't believe that's real.
Just wait until you see her standing in front of Harry, seemingly determined to claim the center of attention. When Meghan appeared to realize she was not getting the spotlight she wanted, things took an even more awkward turn. She slightly opened her blouse while looking around, bounced in her seat, and kept adjusting her outfit again and again. Between each movement, she glanced around as if checking whether anyone had noticed. But no one seemed to react. The disappointment on her face was hard to miss. If someone had described this scene without footage, it would have sounded like a joke or a wild exaggeration. Yet there it was. The constant fidgeting, the repeated movements, and the obvious search for attention made the moment feel painfully uncomfortable. She looked like someone expecting a big reaction, only to be met with complete silence, making the entire scene even more embarrassing to watch.
None of the box. We have the umbrellas. The one thing we don't have is we don't tend to give them scarves for safety reasons. Oh, that's so sweet. I was going to say she's really fun.
Next, while visiting the 125 charity, Meghan wrote inspirational messages on bananas that were meant to be distributed. She likely believed it was a thoughtful and creative gesture, but the moment quickly turned controversial. Once it emerged that the bananas were intended for workers, critics slammed the idea as tone deaf, unnecessary, and surprisingly out of touch. This
Meghan over here to your right. And Meghan right here. Oh, Meghan. And together. How are you, Meghan? Meghan right there. Meghan over here. Meghan over here to your right. And Meghan right here. Oh, Meghan. And together.
one might be the hardest to ignore. Meghan arrived at a children's hospital gala looking as though she were heading to a glamorous red carpet premiere instead of a fundraiser for pediatric care. She wore a recycled Carolina Herrera dress from 2021, complete with a plunging neckline and a dramatic thigh-high slit. The choice immediately sparked criticism, with many questioning whether it suited an event dedicated to sick children and their caregivers. Then, in 2019, during an ITV documentary, Meghan tearfully told Tom Bradby that not many people had asked if she was okay.
Yeah, well, I guess, and also thank you for asking, because not many people have asked if I'm okay. But it's a very real thing to be going through behind the scenes.
To many viewers, the moment came across as deeply tone deaf. She was in South Africa, where up to 55% of the population lives below the poverty line. Yet instead of asking whether those people were okay, she appeared to expect sympathy and concern for herself, leaving critics shaking their heads in disbelief.
Visit to Colombia, Meghan wore this copper brown satin set that quickly earned the nickname Sweaty Brown Pajamas. The color was already unflattering, but the shiny, clingy fabric made things worse, especially when sweat stains started showing up under the lights. Commenters said the outfit looked like she'd rolled out of bed and straight into a conference, and photos of the visible damp patches spread online. Paired with the ill-fitted blouse and limp hair, it was...
During her visit to Colombia, Meghan wore a copper brown satin outfit that quickly picked up the nickname Sweaty Brown Pajamas. The color was already widely criticized as unflattering, but the shiny, clingy fabric only made the look more awkward, especially when sweat stains became visible under the lights. Commenters joked that she looked as if she had rolled straight out of bed and into a conference. Photos of the damp patches spread online, and paired with the ill-fitting blouse and limp hair, the look became even harder to ignore. Now
when the song come on, let me see you get gone. Baby mama, this your song. Been pregnant for way too long. I tell the DJ, turn it off.
If she a baby mama,
Go ahead.
she gon' do that baby mama.
Work.
She gon' put it on you. She gon' do that baby mama. Drop,
Drop
drop,
it down,
drop,
down, low.
drop,
Drop it down,
drop,
down, low.
drop,
Drop it down,
drop,
down, low. Do the baby mama when I step out on the floor. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, oh. Hit the baby mama when I'm stepping through the door. Yeah, I'm pregnant, but I got an ill flow. Tryna make some money, buy some huggies from the store. S to the T-A, double R-K, to the E-I-S-H-A. And I don't play, doing my way. Preggo, but I'm still doing moves like Beyonce. Yeah, I said I'm pregnant. Get the child support and pay my rent. Your opinion is irrelevant, cause I'm a baby mama. I can do just what I wanna. Turn up.
If she a baby mama, she gon' do that baby mama.
Work.
She gon' put it on you. She gon' do that baby mama. Drop,
Drop it down, low.
drop,
Drop it down, low.
drop,
Drop it down.
Now this one has lived rent-free in everyone's mind ever since. Meghan Markle, while pregnant as she claimed, decided the best way to show her playful side was by twerking on camera. Yes, you heard that correctly. A royal figure twerking while pregnant for the entire world to watch, leaving many viewers completely stunned.
He posted the following message. 4 years ago today, she wrote, "This also happened. Both of our children were a week past their due dates. So when spicy food, all that walking and acupuncture didn't work, there was only one thing left to do. So let's take a look at this horror show in all its glory. We've got the full video.
Was meant to feel playful and empowering, but instead came across as desperate and uncomfortable. The royal family's PR team probably aged 10 years from that single moment alone.
To Morocco, Meghan clearly did not want a repeat of her earlier embarrassment. Meghan arrived in Morocco on a mission. No more standing behind anyone, no more waiting for her turn. This time, she physically barged ahead of Harry to shake hands with King Mohammed VI of Rabat first, her own husband. She cut in front of her own husband to greet a king. And that pretty much...
After her official visit to Morocco, Meghan clearly seemed determined not to repeat her earlier embarrassment. This time, she appeared to arrive with a mission. No more standing behind anyone. No more waiting her turn. As the royal couple greeted officials, Meghan physically moved ahead of Harry to shake hands first with King Mohammed VI. She stepped in front of her own husband before greeting the king, a moment that immediately caught attention. That single move seemed to set the tone for the rest of the visit, with Meghan leading the way while Harry quietly followed behind. By that point, many viewers were left wondering whether Harry looked more like her husband or her assistant. They arrived after the performance had already begun, with the audience already applauding. But they appeared to think the applause was meant for them. Just look at Meghan's grin. Then watch the woman in the top left. She seems to say something, though it's hard to make out. If anyone can read lips, let us know in the comments.
This incident comes from Michael Cecchi-Azzolina, a well-known maitre d' who has worked at several Michelin-starred restaurants. In his book, Your Table is Ready, Tales of a New York City Maitre d', he recalls what happened at Le Cuckoo in 2017. According to him, Meghan's handler demanded a private table, saying it was necessary because she was dating a prince. Cecchi-Azzolina said he explained calmly that no private table was available. The handler doubled down and reminded him that the guest was dating Prince Harry and would soon be a duchess. Cecchi-Azzolina admitted his first instinct was to laugh. He said no one in the restaurant cared. Not him, not the staff, not even the other guests at the bar. Powerful people came through that restaurant every day, and this situation didn't impress anyone. During the whole exchange, Meghan Markle reportedly stayed silent and distant. He later described her as aloof and uninterested, while her presence attracted attention for all the wrong reasons. Meghan thought name-dropping royalty would get her whatever she wanted, but she only...
This story comes from Michael Cecchi-Azzolina, a well-known maitre d' who worked at several Michelin-starred restaurants. In his book, Your Table is Ready, he recalls an encounter at Luke in 2017 that he says he never forgot. According to him, Meghan's handler demanded a private table, insisting she was dating Prince Harry and would soon become a duchess. Michael calmly explained that no private table was available. The handler kept pressing, but instead of being impressed, Michael later admitted his first instinct was to laugh. He said nobody in the restaurant, including the staff and other guests, seemed to care about the royal name drop because influential people visited every day. Throughout the exchange, Meghan reportedly stood quietly in the background, appearing distant and uninterested. The request failed, and what was meant to open doors instead became an awkward story that eventually found its way into a published book. In 2023, during a Lakers game, the couple appeared on the kiss cam. The crowd cheered as Harry leaned in for the moment, but Meghan laughed and pulled away, leaving him hanging. Fans reacted with surprise, and millions online quickly labeled it one of the couple's most painfully cringeworthy public moments.
Thousands of fans gasped in the arena, and millions online labeled it one of their cringiest couple moments ever.
This is a big deal. I mean, Americans will understand this. We have medieval times, dinner and tournament. It was like that. Like I curtsied as though I was like... Pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty. Was that okay?
Viewers around the world, especially in the UK, saw the moment as deeply disrespectful. What Meghan appeared to intend as a light-hearted story quickly came across as insulting, and the backlash turned it into one of her most embarrassing public moments.
There she is, mocking his grandmother, mocking the entire institution she devoted her life to, and he just sits there and grins like an idiot. He looked uncomfortable.
Paris at the Balenciaga show, acting like the #1 most powerful person, just walked into the room, only for it to be exposed that, once again, she invited herself. Which makes this video that much funnier. Aside from two shocked bystanders heard in the background, it almost felt like a meme when you enter mighty and proud, but it's literally crickets. As I discussed in previous videos, Meghan's team released a statement that made it sound like she was the celebrity guest of honor who was chosen by Pier Paolo Pacioli himself, only for him to hilariously reveal that she was the one texting him and asking him to cut the show. A few months later in her Harper's Bazaar cover story, which I broke down extensively, especially all the narcissistic traits that popped up, she tried to casually reveal that she wanted to come as just soft embarrassment and walk back long running narrative that everyone is constantly begging for her presence, and that she represents something.
Nothing was more awkward than watching Meghan walk into the Balenciaga show as though she owned the room, looking every bit like the most important person there. But the internet quickly turned that image upside down when claims surfaced that she had invited herself. Suddenly, the entire moment looked even more embarrassing. Listen closely and you can hear a couple of surprised gasps from bystanders. Beyond that, there was only silence. She appeared to expect a grand reception, but was met with almost no reaction. Then things became even more uncomfortable. Her team's statement suggested Balenciaga creative director Demna Gvasalia had personally invited her. Later, Demna contradicted that version, saying Meghan had reached out to him herself asking to attend. Months afterward, in her Harper's Bazaar cover story, she quietly acknowledged requesting the invitation, a subtle admission that only fueled criticism and made the entire episode even harder for critics to forget.
This behavior from Meghan is unthinkable. It happened when Meghan was attending an event as part of her arts patron role at the National Theatre, specifically the Dorfman Theatre. According to accounts shared online, Queen Elizabeth II had requested to speak with Meghan beforehand, but Meghan allegedly ignored that request and went ahead to attend the arts meeting anyway. Here's the problem. The Queen had already canceled the meeting, so when Meghan arrived, she was informed that there would be no event, no meeting, and no role for her there. Security then stepped in, and she was escorted away and told to return to Buckingham Palace instead. What made the moment even more awkward was that Meghan appeared very aware of the cameras, notably showing up without her ring, which many took as a pointed message aimed at Harry. If true, the situation wasn't just embarrassing, it was shocking. Ignoring a direct request from the Queen isn't a small slip-up. It doesn't matter if you like her or not. That was the monarch and Harry's grandmother. When she calls, you need to go. And once again, Meghan reportedly learned the hard way that in the royal world, you don't outrank the Queen, ever.
This alleged incident took place during Meghan's time as arts patron of the National Theatre at the Dorfman Theatre. According to accounts shared online, Queen Elizabeth had asked to speak with Meghan beforehand. Instead, Meghan allegedly ignored the request and arrived for the arts engagement anyway. Then came the twist that made the story unforgettable. The Queen had reportedly canceled the event altogether. Rather than attending a meeting, Meghan was informed there was no event, no gathering, and no role for her that day. Security reportedly stepped in and escorted her back to Buckingham Palace. The situation became even more awkward because many noticed she appeared without her ring. Something some interpreted as a deliberate message toward Harry. If those accounts are accurate, critics viewed the episode as more than just embarrassing. Ignoring a direct request from the Queen was seen as a remarkable lapse in judgment. By many accounts, it became another painful lesson that unfolded in full public view. Which Meghan Markle moment was the most cringeworthy? Tell us below, and watch the next video for moments even Meghan's biggest fans can't defend.